What's a road you discovered by accident and never forgot? What road quietly holds the best homes in your town? What's the go-to street that everybody wants to live on in your town? What road do you think doesn't feel like New Jersey, but actually is here? 3 Monmouth County towns you probably haven't heard of, but you should. Everyone's heard of Red Bank, and if you're coming from the city, you've probably Googled Rumson or Deal or Spring Lake. But here's the truth. Some of the best places to live in Monmouth County don't show up on your radar until you're standing in one thinking, wait, why didn't anyone tell me about this? Today we're going to talk about 3 towns you probably haven't considered, but you definitely should have. They've got great schools, space to breathe, easy commutes, and real community, all without the price tag or the pretense of their more famous neighbors. Let's start up north in Atlantic Highlands. This might be one of the most scenic towns in all of New Jersey. It sits up on a bluff with skyline views of Manhattan, Sandy Hook, and the Atlantic Ocean, and yet no one talks about it. The downtown's walkable, it's charming. Think indie coffee shops, bookstores, good sushi, and spots where the server actually knows your name by the second time you go there. It's got this creative, laid-back energy, like a little bohemian, a little historic, and somehow still under the radar. And if you work in the city, you're a 40-minute ferry ride to Wall Street. No turnpike, no traffic, and you're commuting from a harbor instead of a train platform. The housing is really diverse. 100-year-old Victorians on the hill, newer coastal-style homes with rooftop decks, and everything in between. Most homes in Atlantic Highlands sit on smaller lots, think quarter to a half acre, but the elevation and the water views do a lot of that heavy lifting. You'll find restored Victorians, cozy bungalows, modern rebuilds from $700,000 to about $1.5 million, with a few higher end properties reaching into the $2 million, $3 million plus if you're right on the bluff or the waterfront. It's not about square footage, it's about character, community, and a view that will just stop you mid-sentence. If you want charm, views, and an easy escape from the city, Atlantic Highlands is one of the best kept secrets in the state, in my opinion. All right, next up, Oceanport. This is the kind of town you miss if you're just scanning Google Maps, but when you live here, you never want to leave. This is the type of town you miss if you're just scanning on Google Maps, but if you live here, you get it. Oceanport wraps around the Shrewsbury River, so there's water everywhere. Boating, kayaking, paddleboarding, or just sitting on your porch with a glass of wine and a view. Of course, it's home to Monmouth Park, which is one of the most iconic horse tracks in the country. But what's really exciting for Fort Monmouth is the redevelopment. That former military base is being transformed into a new mixed-use community with restaurants, tech, offices, park, and new housing. Oh, and by the way, Netflix. Yes, that Netflix. The schools are strong, the neighborhoods are peaceful, and the sense of pride that people have in Oceanport is real. Homes sit on more generous sized lots, especially along the river or tucked into the older neighborhoods. So you'll see everything from 1,800 square foot Cape Cods to 4,000 plus square foot new construction homes. Most single family homes fall between 800,000 and 1.4 million, but the riverfront estates can climb easily to 2.5 million, 3, 4 if they've got great water frontage and renovation work. And with Fort Monmouth being redeveloped, expect property values to rise quietly but steadily. Oceanport doesn't shout. It doesn't need to. It's for people who want water, convenience, and calm, all in one place. And then there's Little Silver. If Monmouth County had a heart, this would probably be it. It's small, it's charming, and it just works. You've got a historic train station right in the center of town with a great coffee shop inside of it. Perfect for New York City commuters. The schools, top tier, and the housing, absolutely classic. Think tree-lined streets, front porches, colonials, custom new builds, and homes that have been the same family for generations. The downtown, it's tiny, but that's the point. You've got coffee shops, a deli, a boutique or two, just enough to feel close-knit, but not commercial. Lot sizes here tend to be wider with more mature trees and well-kept landscaping. Homes ranging from classic colonials around 2,000 to 2,500 square feet to expanded ranches and custom new builds that push 5,000 square feet plus. Prices typically start around 900,000 and run into the mid 2 millions, but if you're buying into a town where turnover rate is rare, like this, demand is really high. It's not about finding a deal, it's about finding your forever home in a town where people stay. Little Silver is definitely not trendy, it's timeless. And that's what makes it so livable. So there you have it. 3 towns that most New York City buyers probably have never heard of, but you definitely should. Atlantic Highlands for coastal charm and ferry life. Oceanport for riverfront living and serious value. Little Silver for timeless community and great schools. These towns aren't hidden, they're just overlooked. But if you're ready to trade crowds for community or traffic for lifestyle, they might be exactly what you're looking for. You want help figuring out which town fits your family best? Reach out to me anytime. No pressure, no nonsense, just the truth about what it's really like to live here.